everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video, as you can see from the title, I am doing a video talking about my hair growth update for the past month. I won't be doing one every single month, but I will be doing one like for the first month, 3 months, maybe 5 or 6 months and stuff like that, just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what my hair growth has been like and my experience. For the past couple weeks since I shaved my head, I wrote down things that I have noticed throughout the weeks that have been different from like my normal like hair life and stuff like that. I figured I would just go over them with you and also show you the things and items I have been using to help my hair grow better. And I also wanted to say at the beginning here that I shaved my head for the purpose of growing it back naturally and having natural healthy hair back. And yes, I have worn wigs for videos and for pictures and stuff like that, and I just wear wigs for fun. I'm not doing it because I'm ashamed of not having as much hair as I used to have. I'm not doing it to hide or anything like that. In my first video, I said I wanted to do this so I could get into wearing wigs more, and that's exactly what I have been doing. I've had a lot of rude people saying, what was the point of shaving your head if you're gonna wear wigs? I literally only wear wigs when I'm filming a YouTube video or if I'm taking pictures. If I am in my house or if I'm outside skating or if I'm literally doing anything out of the house, I don't wear wigs. I literally only wear them when I'm taking videos and pictures. So not that I have to explain myself at all, but I just wanted to say I just did this because I like to wear wigs as well. And if you guys like my wigs and everything like that, my next video you guys will see will be a big wig haul, and I'm very excited. I'm actually gonna film it after this, and I'm going to kind of give you guys a little wig haul because you guys have been asking for it since I shaved my head. So yeah, as you can see, here is my hair growth. It has been a month and a week today I'm filming this video, so a little over a month now, and we've got all of this thickness. You can see here. Let me turn around and show you the back of my head. I don't know if you can see. I want to give you guys like a full idea of what it looks like. It has grown a lot. I mean, a lot faster. I knew it would grow, but I didn't know it would grow like this thick and fast. And the color, I haven't seen my natural hair color in a very, very long time. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, the actual color, but it's kind of reddish. I was born with like reddish brown hair because my grandmother had red hair. So I didn't really realize that I would have a kind of red tint to my hair. It's like a lightish brown with like a red tint. And sometimes in the sun, you can see little blonde pieces, which is very interesting. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but yeah, that's the color of it, and I'm pretty excited to see what it'll look like once it's like fully grown out. I've been getting a couple questions from you guys asking like if I've regretted it and stuff like that. I have not regretted shaving my head at all. Literally, I haven't had one thought of, oh, I miss my old hair, because I don't miss my old hair at all. I really like having no hair. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you don't have to worry about it being in your face all the time. You don't have to wash it all the time. It's literally such a good feeling to not have hair. You literally, like, I never realized how much time hair takes until you don't have it anymore. Oh, and I also totally forgot to mention, I did switch out the jewelry to my snake bikes, and I know somebody's probably already commented it and I forgot to mention it. I did change out the jewelry and they're doing good. Okay. Don't you just love when you tell DoorDash not to knock on your door and they do it anyway? And now my cat's freaking out and hiding herself in the corner. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over like the notes that I made for this video. I don't know if this video is going to be very long, but a lot of you guys have been questioning whether you wanted to shave your head or not. You don't know if that's something that you wanted to do, so I just figured it would be cool to show my progress. According to my notes, starting from day 3, I already had hair growing back. I was legitimately only like skin bald for like 2 days. And I don't know what I was expecting. I expected it to be a little bit longer. I'm kind of glad it wasn't though, and I'll tell you the reasons why. My hair started getting fuzzy after like day 3. Like when you would put your hands over my head, you could feel the fuzz. It almost feels like when like a toy, like a toy is like flocked with like that like velvety material. That's exactly what my head felt like. It was like kind of soft, but like not really. You kind of felt like a snake. It was really weird. But I already had hair growing back like day 3, which was crazy. I did have to say, a lot of people asked me this question, is if my head was cold all the time, and yes, especially when I was like the first week, my head was super cold, and it didn't help that it was very cold outside at the time. So my head was like constantly freezing. I was always wearing beanies on my head or putting my hood up because my head was so cold, and I'm already someone who gets very cold in general anyway. I really like needed to keep a hat on to keep my head warm because it was cold. Now that it's like hot outside, it really hasn't been that bad because I'm pretty much sweating all the time now. So I haven't had any issues with that other than like the first week, but yes, my head was very cold. Day 3, I did notice that like my head had like a really weird smell. And I asked other people that I knew that like shaved their head if they got that, and they said no. So it could have been like maybe the oils that I was using on my head. I could smell things from my head. Like, and I don't know if it's like oils coming out that I could smell or anything. I don't know. Day 3 was like the only day I really smelt it, like day 3 and 4, and then it kind of went away. But it was like just this, not a bad smell. It was just like I could smell my head, and like I could smell it on my pillow, like after I was sleeping and stuff. And I did change out my pillowcase a lot the first couple weeks because I just felt like my pillowcases were getting dirty from like the oils of my head. And I did also change my pillowcases to silk because it felt a lot better on my head when I was sleeping. It feels so amazing. Like, you know, when you get in the silk sheets after you shave your legs, like that's exactly what it felt like, but with my head, and it was awesome. So yeah, for the first week, I was just pretty cold. Day 3 was like the day that I noticed my hair was growing back. And then we get to week 2. So week 2, my head was super, super sensitive and very sore. And it was only week 2 that it really happened. I started getting like this rash going up the back of my neck. And I've always had a little bit of irritation on the back of my head, like red bumps and stuff like that. But this like went all the way up my head, and it was very itchy, very flaky. My head was super dry, even though I was using oils, and it was just really uncomfortable. Every single night I'd put aloe on my head because it would soothe the burning feeling. Like I was constantly scratching the back of my head. I was like scratching, and I think it's just from shaving my head that I guess week 2 is when the hair started really growing back. So like my head was super, super itchy, and I would try to wear hats so I wouldn't like be tempted to scratch my head so much because I actually made my head bleed. I was scratching so much. And then also, I still do this actually. I realized that I have forgotten that I don't have hair, and every once in a while I'll go to like, because I used to like play with the front pieces of my hair right here when I was bored, and I realized that I sometimes go to play with my hair or to put my hair out of my face, but I don't have hair to put out of my face. I think it's just like a habit that I would do, that I would just play with my hair. Like I would play with my bun when I was bored and stuff like that because I always had my hair up, and I noticed that I would still go to touch my head, which was really funny actually. But I haven't done that too much anymore, but like the second week was like the week that I would like do it the most. And week 2 is when my hair started growing back like a little bit, and I noticed that these little like hairs back here, like by my neck, they were really, really pokey. Like they would poke me a lot. Like if I would put my head up just a little bit, the hairs would start poking the back of my neck and make it very irritated. So all these little hairs back here got really, really annoying, and they would poke me a lot, and I would get really itchy down here. It's not too bad anymore. I really don't even feel it that much anymore, but like week 2, it did it like really badly. And I think it's because they were so short. So according to my notes, I didn't remember this, but week 3, my head was more itchy than week 2 and became very flaky. And the flakiness didn't start too much until week 3. Like I would get like dandruff, which I've never really had a huge problem with dandruff when I had hair. So I don't know if this is just my dry skin, you know, like just getting rid of itself, but it hasn't been too bad now since my hair has gotten a little bit longer. But week 3, my head was still super, super itchy, and I do think it's just because my hair started really growing in and my head was like, oh my god. And then the only note I made for week 4 is that I had hair growing on my forehead, and that is 100% true. Never had this issue before, at least I've never noticed it. I've had little hairs start growing like down here on my forehead, and it's just like little hairs, and I don't know why, because I never actually shaved my forehead, I don't think, while I was shaving my head. And it hasn't happened again, but like initially I had hairs like down here like popping up that would look like my head. It didn't look like eyebrow hair or anything like that. So that was really weird, but that was the only weird thing that happened. It hasn't happened since. So and now we're here at 5 weeks, almost 5 weeks, and I haven't really had any issues since then. I mean, my hair still gets a little flaky sometimes, but not very much. My hair is super soft and puffy. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of this length. It's very awkward. It's like the Chia Pet length where like it's kind of just puffy and like a little fuzz, like I got a little fuzz. And my hair is like already stick straight to begin with, so it kind of just like sticks out, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Just kind of sticks out. It's an awkward length. It doesn't really bother me too much because like I said, I wear wigs if I'm uncomfortable, but it's super, super, super soft. When I sleep, when I wake up in the morning, my hair is like dented where I was like sleeping. I have like tons of little cowlicks in my hair all the time, and I just use water to fix it. So yeah, that's been my experience for the past month or 5 weeks, and now I'm going to show you the items I've been using to help grow my hair, because a lot of you guys have been like really shocked with how fast my hair has grown, and I have as well. First, I'm going to start with the oils I have been using. So I've been using coconut oil and castor oil, which is what a lot of you guys recommended to me. And the coconut oil is what I used a lot for the first 2 weeks when my hair was still like really short, and I used it when my head was completely bald because my head was so dry when it was completely bald, and this helped a lot. I would just take it, lather it in my hands, and massage it into my scalp, and it made my scalp feel so much better the first couple days. Now I only use it about twice a week, but this does have a weird smell to it, so maybe the smell I smelled from my head the first couple days was from this. I'm not too sure yet, but I got this from like Walmart, I think, and I already had this from like a couple years ago or like last year when I did like coconut oil treatments on my hair and stuff like that, but it works really good. And then you guys recommended for me to get castor oil because this promotes growth of hair and like skin. It's really good for scalp, skin, hair, nails, all of that stuff. This, as you can see, this oil is super thick. So when you put it in your head, it's kind of like grease going on your head. You have to like really work it in, but once you work it in, it doesn't leave off the really bad residue that the coconut oil does. The coconut oil leaves this like really wet oil residue all over your skin for like, until you wash it off basically. This kind of just goes into your hair and your hair kind of like absorbs it, and you don't have that like weird greasy residue, and I really like it. It does smell like marijuana. It makes your head kind of smell a little bit weird. I really like it. I got this off of Amazon. I'll put a link for it down below. It's been working really good. I use this like once a week, sometimes twice a week, but mainly once a week. And I only really wash my hair like once a week because I don't really need to wash it really. I kind of just wash it when I feel like it, and I just use like regular shampoo and conditioner. And now for the supplements I have been using. I have been using biotin, and I take this every single day. I take 1 capsule daily. I've been taking it since I shaved my head, so 5 weeks now I've been taking it every single day. This comes with 130 capsules. I got it off of Amazon for like $8, and this promotes growth and healing. It makes my nails grow really long. My nails have been growing really long. My skin has been doing better. This helps with skin, nails. All of these items help with your skin, your nails, your hair, all of that stuff. So if you're looking for better skin as well, I recommend this. And a lot of you guys have pointed out that my skin looks a lot better, and that's because of these items as well. And then I take collagen. So this is a powder. I bought this off of Amazon as well. It's just like, whew, this big thing of powder. It has a little scooper in it. You put 1 scoop in your drink or food a day, whatever you want to do. It is unflavored, as you can see, so you can't taste it. I put it in my coffee if I have coffee in the morning, or if I have a smoothie. If I'm making some type of food that has a sauce, I'll just put it in the food because you can't taste it. It helps your hair grow, and it really, really helps with your skin as well. This stuff is literally so great. You can get flavored kinds that kind of taste like creamer for coffee and stuff like that, but I wanted unflavored so I could put it in anything. And I try to do this every single day, but honestly, I only really do it like 4 times in a week instead of every day, but it works great. I'll put a link down below for this as well. So yeah, that's what I've been doing basically. I want to thank you guys so much for the advice you have given me, especially from the people who have already shaved their head before. Like I said, I've been wearing a bunch of different types of wigs, as you guys can see from my Instagram, and it's been so fun. I love wearing wigs, but I also like not having hair as well because I don't have to worry about it all the time. It's gonna be really fun once my hair starts growing and gets like that awkward length where I have to figure out how I want to style it. So I'll do another progress update in 3 months, or 3 months, so 2 months from now, and let you guys see it, but you'll probably see it in vlogs and stuff like that, but I figured it would be fun to do videos on like my experiences with my hair growth. Make sure to check out my social medias down below. I am in a social media break. I have not been on social media, and I am continuing not to be on social media for a while now, and that's just mainly because it's taking a toll on my mental health way too badly. I will check my YouTube comments, but only after I upload a video, so I won't be hearting as many comments as I normally do, but it's mainly just because I want to protect my mental health, and YouTube comments and Instagram and Twitter and all that, it's just become really toxic for me lately. But I still love doing YouTube, so that's something I'm still gonna do, but I'm gonna kind of take a break on the type of things that I consume for right now, so I hope you guys understand that. So if I don't answer any of your messages on Instagram or Twitter, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because I have a lot of messages and I'm not really on social media right now. The only time I'm going on social media is to post when a new video is up, or if there's something something important I want to update you guys about. I do have my Patreon down below. Since I'm not posting on social media much, most of my stuff will be posted on Patreon. Everyone there gets behind the scenes exclusive content, so you get to see behind the scenes of me like skating, piercings, hair, all of that stuff. So also check out all of my other channels down below, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.